What is good, guys? I'm here to update you on the latest MUT scams that are going around. Um, as all of you know, I've posted a couple of videos on these scams in the past just to expose people on what they're doing. I've pretty much came across them all that I can see so far, and a couple that you need to be aware of. Number one, most of you know that there is a new Michael Vick with 99 with a 99 rating, 97 speed, just ridiculous stats. That is the highest card on the market right now. People are using this card to sell their other items, and how they are doing this. If you go to the trade block, sometimes you'll notice that a player will have his Michael Vick card up, and then he'll want let's say a rare card like a Isaac Bruce. Not a whole lot of them. That card just came out too. But he also has an Isaac Bruce. So what he does is he goes and he puts that on for a ridiculous amount of money. I'm talking like 525,000 coins or something like that. And then he puts it on the trade block and basically says that he's willing to trade for that card. So this has been reported to me. This hasn't actually happened to me. So people actually go out and they purchase that card, let's say, for an example, the Isaac Bruce, and then they try to trade him. Well, what it does is the guy basically just sold his card for a ridiculous amount of coins, and he rejects the trade when you put it up for trade. That's one thing that's going around right at the moment. So if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is, and that is one of them. Another thing that people are doing on certain cards, let's say there's a card in the average trade, let's say it has a buy now price of $12,000. What a lot of people are doing, they are putting in the bid, they're putting 1,111, and then in the buy it now, actually, if it's selling for that, they'd be putting 11,111, and in the buy it now, they're putting $111,111. Now, this is just something this has actually happened to me, and also it's been reported to me by a couple people. I have 20/20 vision, and unless you get up there close to your TV you're watching, it's very hard to tell, when it comes to ones, how many are on the screen. So that's just something to keep in mind and to be aware of. Make sure if you ever see an auction that has all ones, make sure you get close to the TV, because like I said, I have 20/20 vision. Unless I get up there, it's hard to distinguish how many ones are there. It looks the same from a distance. So don't end up paying $100,000 for a $10,000 coin is what I'm trying to get across. Scam number 3, and this is kind of an update on the Beantown Talent scammer that I posted earlier a few weeks ago. Well, I came across him again in another MUT game. I knew who he was, but he doesn't know who I am. So I just played along. Of course, I whooped his ass by 17 points. But anyways, he's got all the best players. He's got like 3 Shermans. He's got the Michael Vick, the Cam Newton, all the playoff players, everything. Well, what he tried to do this time was he says, I really, really want another Sherman. I'd be willing to trade you for Michael Vick and plus one other card. He tried doing the same thing. And so I just played along with him, said, to see how far he'd actually take it. Well, I said, you're going to post the cards first, after, he tried to do everything he could to get me to put my trade to put my other trade card up first, so he could get my Sherman from me and then not give me the other one, is what I'm trying to get across. So that's something that you need to be aware of. There's a lot of people that are doing this type of bullshit, and this is my first real year of really getting into the MUT. So I'm learning all this stuff, but I'm also hearing a lot of feedback from customers, and I want to make it aware. There's a lot of crap out there that you got to watch out for. And the one thing that's really big is the all ones. Like I said, if you ever see an auction or come across that, make sure you actually get up there and take a good hard look at how many ones there are on the screen. There's some people that legitimately do that, because if you do a bid or a buy now of 1,111, then the 10%, of course, you'd get 1,000 coins. But others are using that to basically scam people out of coins because they're not paying attention, and they end up paying $100,000 for a $10,000 coin. And believe me, that's not a fun thing to happen to anybody. Second, that's pretty much it for the scam updates. The one that I reported earlier about the EA Sports, I'm pretty sure he's banned. He's no longer in my message queue anymore, so I don't see him anywheres. But the other one still is, and you need to watch out for him. He also his name is Beantown Talents. But if you come across him in a ranked match, his screen name, when you're actually in the game, shows up as Channel 4 News. So beware of that. Beware of anything when it comes to Michael Vick, because if it sounds too good to be true, I guarantee you that it probably is. Have a good one.